go pick up Josh and get into the actual review now. All right, what's going on, guys? So today we have a, what year is this, Joshua Shepard?
It's a 2016 WRX.
You were about to say STI, weren't you?
I was not about to say STI. I know that it's, I'm not a phony, guys. WRX.
All right, so it's a 2016 WRX Premium. So it's, if you guys know what the Premium means, it's a fully loaded Subaru. How long have you had this car now?
About 2.5 years.
2.5 years. All right, and when you bought it, how many miles were on this thing? You'd say like 13,000?
There's 13,000, a little under, it was like 12.8. There was about 12,800 miles on it.
Okay, there's 18,900 now. All right, anyway, so most of you guys came here because you want to know what a full bolt-on Subaru is like to drive, and basically how much it costs to get to this level, reliability, what it sounds like, how hard it is to drive too. So you've been detailing this thing for about a year now, since you got all the modifications on it. Yeah. Talk to us a little bit about how this car is to daily drive.
Well, first of all, before I even got it, I had only drove a rear-wheel drive manual car. So right when I got this car, when it was stock, it was a learning experience for me to drive an all-wheel drive car that was a manual. It's actually a lot different than you would think. The shifting is a lot harder than what you would think, and then so eventually when we got all the modifications done to it, I almost had to reteach myself. Clearly it wasn't as bad, but it was kind of like when I first got it. I had to get used to the power that it was making and all sorts of other stuff.
Okay, so what, these cars make 268 crank horsepower stock and like 258 torque, something like that, right?
Yeah.
So it's like 220 wheel, 225 wheel, and like 220 torque. So this has full bolt-ons. Let's go through the list. So it's got a IAG air oil separator. It has flex fuel, E85 sensor, so it's obviously flex fuel. And like I did in our previous review, a flex fuel car is just a car that can run 93 or 85, depending on how much E85 or 93 you put in the car. It auto adjusts and tunes itself for that. And what else do you have? What dyno pipe do you have on this?
I have the Cobb J-pipe, as Subaru people like to call it, a J-pipe.
J-pipe, okay, and it's essentially an equal length header, right?
Yes.
So it's an equal length header. And you have the nameless catback.
The nameless catback exhaust.
Stock intercooler.
Stock intercooler.
ID 1000 injectors.
Yep.
Okay, and I think this has a Walbro 255 fuel pump too. So what was that cost-wise out the door? Was it like with tune? With the tune. With the tune,
so the full bolt-on and everything.
By the way, this car was fully put together by BCP. Not put together, but all the cards were added on, installed by BCP and tuned in-house. So what was it?
Off the top of my head, it was around $8,000, I want to say.
Was it that high?
It was pretty high. Well, I take that back. So
it would be like 5,500 to
it was
6.
about 5,500 to $6,000, and then I probably a month or so later, I had them install a Turbo Smart blow-off valve, which was another $300, and then
you have a boost pressure regulator too.
Yeah, and then I had a
oh, and the Cobb access port. That's another thing.
Yeah. So yeah, it was around $8,000 for everything,
plus labor and install. Yeah. Okay, so that's all included. And so then it got tuned. It's on E85 right now. We're running E85 currently. What power did it make to the wheels?
It made 348 horsepower to the wheels, and off the top of my head, I can't really remember. It was around 322 torque.
So it's a full 320 wheel horsepower Subaru.
Yeah.
That weighs 3,200 pounds. This car sits on 245, 40/18 tires. It handles pretty good. I mean, we'll get into it a little bit more once we start driving. But in terms of fuel economy, what do you get on E85?
It's bad. Like.
So what's bad? What's bad?
Well, I go to U of M Dearborn every day for school. It's a 25-mile commute there and back. And let's say, hey, I'm on full, like my gas is on full. To go there and back, if I'm on only 85, it probably almost goes through half a tank. So 50 miles, half tank.
And that's spirited driving or just like casual driving?
That's just casual driving, not driving it very hard at all.
Okay, wow. That's so, for all you guys out there that don't know, 85, you probably get 60% of what you would get on 93 or just pump gas in general. It comes at a plus, I guess you could say. 85 cars run a lot cooler than a car that's on pump gas. I mean, they're both pump gas if you you kind of think about it. 85 is the pump, and it's gasoline-ish. But like I said, it runs way cooler, but it burns way faster, and it also burns way cleaner, which is also another good little perk to it. So all right, we're gonna be able to go and do a little like first through third pull and see what it feels like, and see if you guys can actually hear it through the GoPro. And you really need to do a better job of getting a mic set up on this thing, but we'll see what the 0 to 50 time is on this. No 60. No, I'm just kidding. It's definitely gonna be a 0 to 60. How'd that feel, buddy? Why'd you have your arm out there? You didn't get the full effect of you going back.
That train track's going down though. Oh, it's going up. Hey man, chill.
That felt pretty good, I'm not gonna lie.
That's the first time I haven't even been driving. That's the first time I've done a pull in it this year. Well, first through like 4th or 5th, whatever you did. Just trying to think. If you sit in the back seat, anybody that sits in the back seat,
it's jerky. It like jerks when it shifts. Yeah. It's not the driver, because I've had plenty of good drivers driving around in a Subaru and it still jerks. Like if you're driving casually, you're not trying to get on it super hard or anything like that, it's completely fine. But in terms of drivability, this car rides good. I've been in STIs, and like this allows you to feel confident on the road, but it's not a shitty like ride quality when it comes to it. Like, yeah, it's stiff, but it's not STI stiff, and that's kind of nice. It makes it more of a daily driver rather than an STI. You're gonna have a lot more fun on the track. You take this, you can take this to a track day, and you can also take this to work. You can take this to the beach. You can kind of do everything with it. If you wanted, I don't know why I'm comparing it to an STI right now, but I'm kind of just like using that because it's like if you wanted to go up a level. It's a great track car, but it's not a great everyday driver unless you're trying to have a bad back by the age of like 26 or depending on how old you are. But I don't know.
Yeah, and another thing is, all the modifications I've done to this car have been on internal. Like, I have no exterior.
No wheels, no coilovers, no splitters, no carbon, no nothing. It's just all stacked. It's a factory appearing car, which is kind of a sleeper status. Yeah, it doesn't make crazy amount of power, but you'd be surprised at how quick this car is for just being 320 horsepower. Like, it'll keep up with a 17, 18 Mustang GT50, like new Camaro SS. Like, it'll hold its own pretty respectively. When it comes to in terms of GTIs though, and Civic SIs or Golf Rs or what's another thing in this class, Focus RS, you know, those kind of cars. Right. This car, with the mods done to it, it will beat any one of those cars. Absolutely any one of those. And it was a pretty penny in modifications, but depends on what platform you want to go to. If I were to do it all over, and if you were to do it all over again, would you change the platform or would you stay with this car?
It's a tough question. I haven't really thought about that, but I mean, I am happy with how Boost Control set it up, and I haven't really had any problems with it, so I'm pretty happy with it. It's a fun little, it's not fast by means, but it is
a quick car.
It's a quick car. It's definitely fun to drive. I'd probably stay with it. You know, if I want to add more power, I can always add more power. I'm not at a dangerous amount of power where I'm not gonna lose my clutch or
like in the old EJ motors when you'd have a ring lamp problem, the second you'd be making more than 400. So this car, as you said, makes 320 right now. That's why it was hot here. 300. Like always, guys, if you like these videos, you like the content, like, subscribe, comment. Josh has also a channel. What is your channel even called?
It's just my name. It's just Josh.
Is it Josh Shepard? Okay.
Yeah.
So his is basically more like dirt biking, like off-roading stuff, summertime fun, snow cross. What else do you do on your channel?
So yeah, basically my main two things right now are snowcross and motocross. So if you like racing stuff, check it out. And I'm also going to be probably doing a Raptor build here shortly. So yeah, check it out.
All right, take it easy, guys. Peace.